Привет, это Game Smiles. Вот и началась 28 серия. Внешние миры 2. В общем, все. Тут уже почти уже концовка. Так. Мы остановились. Так, а нам куда? Поговорить с консулом. Поговорить с консулом. Интересно. Чего он так медленно бегает? Что такое? Доступ к научной паузе. А мне-то сюда надо. О! Мне куда надо? Здесь показываемая галочка. Мы на втором. Такие как Splinter Cell. Такие же.
Here we are.
Ой.
Console's right through those doors. He's the last obstacle between us and that modulator. This guy's a politician, which means you might be able to reason with him, if you're of a mind to. Don't expect much in the way of concessions. He probably still thinks he's got the stronger position.
Я разве спрашивал твое мнение?
I'll have your back, either way.
I suggest a quick break for opportunistic field resupply and intelligence acquisition. Never know, might find something strategically advantageous.
Да там у меня уже этих боеприпасов полным-полно. Ну вот этот калаш, я не знаю, чем он хорош.
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Your tampering with the rifts is against the plan. A correction is imminent, and none of us may survive it.
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia, and ridding it permanently of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You're proud of your actions? You consider it. An achievement?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the Matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. I cannot blame you people for clinging to the ill-gotten authority you've wielded for so long. But your lot will now be one of disappointment. This future is what is owed to us. In the Matriarch's younger years, she discovered a crashed ship deep in the Earth. And in it, the very first skip drive known to humanity. She dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. And, well, that eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
Бросаю. Говорить разговор.
I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance in an attempt to redirect the conversation. Always brazen, rarely effective. Listen closely. This is the work of the Grand Plan, guiding us toward humanity's ascension. Everything exists for this purpose. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also found information about the far-off rifts in untraversed space. That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by the ship our matriarch found. A curiosity, isn't it? Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the great architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden? And yet, what is meant to be, will be. It matters not what path you tread, if the destination has been preordained. Now, as fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to witness, I've reached my limit. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
I doubt you've had anyone capable checking your calculations. You don't strike me as particularly thorough, or much of a heavy thinker.
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us.
О.
And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim? I see. Well, the man was always a cynic. I find that attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale might. One data point means little. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality. And now I've reached the end of my patience. You came here claiming so
Да ё.
boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have?
Ну ладно.
Indeed. Then why wait?
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Bad company.
Чё? Плазменный ствол тебе.
Extensive damage, Commander.
А, меня он посидел. А чё это? Это же явно бочка красная, да? Нет? Мне срочно нужен плазменный пистолет. Ах ты чмо. А я не сохранился. А где там у нас? О,
Weapon ready, Commander.
подожди. Вау. Подожди. Его не убьешь, что ли? Кто из них кто не видел? Вот я нашел.
Capacitor out. Energy is out. Commander, throw energy your way.
Куда она кидает энергию?
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Ой, потом.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge your forces charges.
Блин. Чего? Капитанский мостик.
Field calculations suggest the rift will soon completely destabilize. The rift modulator can be utilized to stop it, but the only way to do so is to fly it inside. I've heard similar words spoken before. Those inspired by them are long gone.
In the serials, this is usually the point when someone heroically volunteers.
Well, look at you, Commander, stepping up. Didn't reckon you had it in you. All right. Somebody reliable ought to safeguard the schematics, ensure humanity is saved, and such and the like. If you won't, guess I'd better. Between these and the processed rift data, I'm sure someone can science up modulators usable at a safe distance. Rifts will soon be a thing of the past. May all your endeavors add to the equation.
So, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Niles remained torn about the Earth Directorate and his place in it. His victory at the reconstituted Horizon Point turned to ash in his mouth when he learned that his friend, Zebulon Tran, was captured while attempting a heist on the tomb of the matriarch. Niles slipped away from the incognito one evening to attempt to free Zebulon from mental refreshment and make amends for the past. He was never seen or heard from again. After leaving the commander's crew, Inez became racked with guilt for never following up on the plea from her friend Ortiz. She tracked down the grafting lab too late. Everyone there was long dead. Disillusioned, Inez quit Auntie's choice and became listless, unsure what to do with her life. Marisol quietly fumed over her unfinished business with Anaïs Bujold at Point Obviation. She eventually passed away in her sleep, alone and full of regret. Forced to think for themselves after a lifetime of luxurious certainty, Protectorate hardliners banded together to preserve their society. Without the Order or the corporatists controlling Arcadia, they had a real chance at making a comeback. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With unfettered access to skip drives and beholden to no one, the Earth Directorate became what it was always meant to be, the ultimate authority in Arcadia. The colony served as a base to expand the agency's reach across the galaxy. Meanwhile, the Earth Directorate controlled Arcadia with little trouble for a time, successfully rebranding it as a society free of corporate or government overreach. Yet, as the years passed, the Arcadians saw fewer and fewer differences between the Earth Directorate and their previous overlords. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Все, конец. Ну, значит, получается, концовка-то это была не самая плохая.
Well, you made it through cold storage. Nothing stopping you from taking the archive now, except a relentless hail of Protectorate gunfire.
Так это что, можно сейчас еще там пошариться? Что, никого нет? Или все, можно отсюда уходить? Создание фракции. Закройте. Можно идти, нет? Нужно на этом. Так, а где же? Нет, как вернуться-то? Ой, блин. А почему? О, корабль инкогнито. Отлично. Мы продолжим путешествие. Во-первых, мне надо 300 найти. Тристана и этого.
Sunday's weekend P&L report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance.
Strana, Azo.
Wing factory mishap for a 2% drop in daily space ribbon production. Correction. The decline was only 1.8% and wholly due to human error. Moving on. A recent report
Хватает одного дешифрального ключа.
claimed the product has a might tangy 110% real sprat flavor. Correction. Sprats Up actually contains real sprat flavoring. Still might tangy though. That part's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now on to other things.
Дорадо надо. Чё ж ты? Блин, почему меня все время тянет в этот реактор? О, золотая гряда.
Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient means we make more bits. Wurst, oh wurst. It's not the worst unless it's wurst, oh wurst. Grab a can today.
Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
No coarse pores, brisk smoke in our gums. With their proprietary whisker extraction, pulverized bones needs a tooth and crunch. We gobble it down and get back to the action. Oh, howdy. Didn't see you there. You caught us till you fly between our 10-hour shifts. You know, working the assembly line makes for a powerful hunger. So when we need to relight on the thrusters, we don't waste time roasting some fancy holy cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open a room temp tin of Borswurst. That's right. Nothing like an instant, soft serving of feral pork paste to boost productivity to full burn in those small hours. All right, enough yapping. Time is bits. Back to the factory floor. From snout to tail, it's all included. It ain't the worst till it's
Магия математика.
factory vats into my tummy. Who knew meat paste could taste so yummy? Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst, it's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst, oh Borstwurst. Grab a can today.
На.
Don't be a shirker, don't be a slug. Grab a can and get back on the job.
О, пожалуйста, инженерия 8.
It's not the worst unless it's worst.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice. Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford.
How do you know it's the best price? Because Auntie knows best.
Now, upward and onward.
Тут дорог
Now for
нет.
something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my turn
Чего это? Если по прямой пойти, что будет? Ну как же Тристана и Азу надо найти? Как же быть-то? Попробуем по прямой. Ой, тут же еще минное поле. Давай, давай. Его можно использовать как минное поле, чтобы пройти. О, вне закона. Ой, блин, заплатить. Ага, все деньги заплатить.
Now, just one moment. I'm simply doing my job here. Mayhaps I can budge on the amount, but you need to pay something or my supervisor will have my throat.
And to keep things simple,
Ага.
be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be low.
Да что ему надо-то от меня? Блин, как мне это... Блин, речь 8, у меня речь 7, что ли, еще речь. Ой, блин. Ваши биты, все биты ему что ли отдать? Как это все работает? Так, что там сохранилось? 2 дня. Так, а как мне это? Как мне делать? А, я знаю, как быть. Надо эту взять с собой. Так, сейчас. ДНС надо взять. Так. Инеста с ним поговорит. Как я хотел этого Тристана найти и Азу. 2 компаньонов. Я только 2 нашел. Опять меня туда тянет. Так, возьму-ка я вот Инесс. Подожди, а что я сделал? Я же не нажал, не выбрал. Да я же хотел... Блин.
Auntie's Choice is a lawful entity formed under the legally binding Global Corporate Treaty of Versailles, capable of entering into contracts, owning assets, and existing indefinitely for the express purpose of executing its fiduciary duties to its board of directors and to Auntie herself.
See? It's quite simple. Now,
Yes,
why
yes,
don't
yes.
you get to shopping?
And now, back to it. Next up,
Пошариться хочу
something
там.
reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested
А чё, я в Fallout 3 прошел тоже. Потом стал все локации дальше проходить. Что было интересно. Как мне альт поменять настройки, а? Так, при нажатии. Так. Так как так-то?
In your pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the comfort shower, but you want to eat something
Ну
now.
да.
You
Путешествие.
would go for lunch with Boar's Rockets. When your team is getting creamy.
Где же искать? Да.
Protect your toast ball crew with Boar's Rockets. Boar's Rockets. Boar's Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
Мне кажется, это концовка где-то находится. Может, где-нибудь в этом месте.
On a moon with no hope of rescue soon. You can save the day with Boar's Rockets.
Назва еще-то найти.
When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got Boar's Rockets? Boar's Rockets. pockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your
Ай,
pocket
блин,
and
короче,
launch
не
your
знаю.
lunch today.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving. You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts.
Повод сюда.
Arcadia's yaysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows
Свободный рынок. Может,
herald the
здесь
end of
где-нибудь?
the world's poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity.
Может, здесь что-то, мне
Once
кажется.
someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our
Две
lab
метки.
coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential.
Здесь же это.
Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs.
Река.
Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the
Когнит.
mother of invention, after all.
Get the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly through talent or guts.
Yes, and she welcomes you with arms open wide. And all you gotta do is have the dotted line. Anything to rid him of his poppers. Profits soar, the joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an anti proud. Would it just be swell? Instant he was hiding. When you better say it was a trial by fire. Natural. And he made me learn to make a man happy without getting burned. He was unscrupulous and sweetly rose. When you do your business, like the perfect anything goes. You buy loads, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your price, the profit soar. The world laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Angie proud, where wouldn't that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go! Impeccable style, the perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. I never worked for him, let me work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy, you sell, how you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits
Ай, тут река, блин. Почему не покажут вот карту, чтобы я видел, вот где конкретно он? Там какой-то кусок карты показали. Некроглот. О. А что у меня с этим?
Let me handle this.
Подожди, а плазменный пистолет, пулемет? Плазменный. Двойной биомассовый пистолет. Ну. Важно взять 101. Карадин плазменный пистолет.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Antes goods or services. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, slurry
где у
will
нас
soon be
этот-то,
found in all of our food products.
Auntie's choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Right. Moving on. This one reminds me of the morning
А,
we
вот
drove
где
the
масло
Protectorate
игровые.
from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
Все. Так. Допустим, сюда, если я пойду. О, пестик взяли. Стоп. Ой, что я взял? Я припасом пистолет. Без дополнений, без всяких.
Now Spectre vodka comes in brown. All the colors, don't overthink it. Just tip it back and drink it, drink it. Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, tip it up, glug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos.
Глушить, ну нафиг не глушить вообще.
Drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it, drink it down. Pick it up, plug it down. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos, Fizzos. Spectrum vodka. It's Fizzos, Fizzos. We love Fizzos. And now it's available in mysterious Murphy Brown. Fizzos, Spectrum vodka.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
О, вот сюда, наверное, надо.
Our Iffy Jiffy Mail Order Division informs it is now offering the
Я уже и
Pan
подхожу.
Walk-in Industrial Macrowave.
Свободный рынок надо.
Originally developed for secretive research laboratories
Там можно кристаллы найти.
guess at. The Pan Pharmacon 5 is now available to you, the
Блин, а как это...
everyday consumer. Step inside and let electromagnetic waves bathe over you, exciting your molecules and curing such ailments as dropsy, sciatica, narcolepsy, night sweats, and collectivism. Not recommended for longer than 1 second at a time. Not responsible for temporary or permanent damage to eyes, teeth, skin, or general lifespan. Ask your doctor if a walk-in industrial macrowave is right for you.
Ну, может, туда нельзя?
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Блин. пройти. Что там? Бомба.
Hey, you know how Auntie does her iconic hairstyle?
Setting up for a joke here, CeeLo?
No, unless you think the fact that she has a wig made from woolly cow hair, which takes 4 hours to brush out, is some kind of joke.
That? Wow. Surely that's not the kind.
Figures that after all our time avoiding rifts, our next mission has us heading right toward one. I know the clock is likely ticking on whatever is going on with the rift, but I wanted to remind you that Ortiz made a request of me. I'm real keen on following through. I'll accept a maybe at this point. It's just, before we go set off into the unknown, I'd like to close the chapter on this part of my life, whatever it may look like. Anyhow, suppose I've taken up enough of your time.
А чё и надо-то?
Go ahead. Tell me what ails ya. How personal are we talking? I expected you might, after seeing his message. Well, like I said, we were both in the same unit. Me as a combat medic, him as a machine gunner. Everyone in my unit was from Tau Ceti, so we already had that in common. And we served on the front lines, which made us look out for one another that much more. See, most of us were laborers, and we just got our first real shot at something greater. We wanted to make a name for ourselves, and what better way to do that than become a hero? Our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that we'd get promoted quick. And our days of living in squalor would be far behind us.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
There's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet. I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need, but the loan that you request includes compound interest. in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my rates are never lower.
Oh, I am known through all Arcadia as the uncomplicated loner. And my dear, you know my terms. They are really quite straightforward. Oh, yes, everybody knows that I am indeed the uncomplicated loner. And to keep things simple, be sure that my rates will never, no, they'll never, ever be lowered.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner. And my terms are quite straightforward. Though my deals aren't quid pro quo, and my interest rates aren't low, I'll be keeping track till you pay back every single bit you owe. 'Cause I am the uncomplicated loner.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. This just in, a special follow-up to our profile of Consul Emery Thoreau, current Protectorate Tyrant-in-Chief. In a recent wireless broadcast, the consul claimed we took his words out of context to make him appear like the villainous usurper that he actually is. We take umbrage.
It ain't like they forced us. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun.
Yet what else would you expect from a two-bit authoritarian who also said this live on air?
I'm a braggadocious dunderhead who craves absolute power.
Now, upward,
All right.
onward. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Of course. If I did my part, proved my worthiness, it paid dividends. Though, none of that holds true if your graft fails and takes you out of service altogether. Reckon Ortiz had thought himself the exception, like I did, and jumped at the chance to do something that could change his life. Instead, it ended his. We spent a week crouched in the same foxhole under aerial bombardment. Shared water one sip at a time by the end of it. Anyone would have been friends after that. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Wish I'd told him that before all of this. He kept me clear-headed. Every so often there'd be a lull in the bombardments and I'd hear voices all across the field. calling out for aid, for Mama, for death. Almost got my head clean taken off when I tried to scramble out of the foxhole the first night. I heard a call for help and moved on instinct. Damn foolish of me, really. Ortiz told me not to panic, to wait till he could provide cover, to just shout first aid instructions where I could. It was too valuable to fall in battle, he said. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who needed it. And the reward for that torment was my life. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers and amputate. Commander, has your gray matter reverted to that of a prepubescent? No, we ain't, you know. We're friends. Nothing romantic-like. But maybe could have been, under other circumstances. But I'd say those circumstances have well and truly flown. I appreciate that, Commander. In any case, I'm only standing here because of a damn fine soldier who became my friend. I'll carry that knowledge always.
Чё у нее вот это?
Hey, need something?
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation.
Короче, в другом месте надо искать.
I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board. Tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Ah, watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sack like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Liftoff Laxative. And every washroom mission with a successful splashdown.
Тут это вообще на завод надо. Это вообще не то место, блин. Я уже не знаю, где его искать.
Sounds like a million-bit piece of real estate. Too bad all that glitters here is fool's gold. But we're prospecting for a different kind of pay dirt. A creature with 8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. The Varachnid. Not my kind of quarry.
Не знаю, где искать. Просил, покажите мне просто на карте, где это находится, и все.
Which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps them blend in. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk globs. You know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Great. Guess we better have a look. Little bugger's skidding up behind me! It's on me! It's a swarm! They're everywhere! Burn them! Burn them with plasma! Best way to deal with swarms is plasma grenades. Burn the whole colony in one fiery swoop. And don't underestimate traps. Arachnids don't have the gray to skitter around them. Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping ammo, the spiders might already be on top of you. Nastiest case scenario. Let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? Of Arachnid's only premium part is its sucker. Hideous, but handy in all sorts of crafting recipes. Certainly more valuable than
Большие
heart.
магазины.
That and 10 sprat hides will get you a cup of dehydrated water. Time to blast off this bug-infested rock. So with that, I raise a glass of Spectrum Red and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
Че, магазины-то большие? Давай большие магазины. О, отлично.
And have our fearless leader firing orders. Let's get the crack.
If not thematically.
Почему у меня
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our
всего так
top-requested
мало?
marketing melody, Forced Rockets by
Погоди
the
все.
Herschel Sisters.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who, anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure, always have.
The call for chow, but you want to eat something now. You'll go for lunch with Forced Rockets. When your tea is getting cream and your engine's out of steam, recharge your tossball crew with
Маленький плазменный заряд.
Forced Rockets. Forced Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
О, блин, вот это нормально. По способности сделал. Так, да мне буду искать сколько угодно, пока не найду. А что не ставится, что ли? А, правая же не ставится. Или вот здесь вот можно посмотреть. Мне кажется, что вот здесь вот, но как нам пройти? Нафиг я две-то поставил метки. Надо сюда сперва.
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements, and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung, post-nasal flooding, and worse. Unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying demulcent. An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall. trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics.
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signals.
Блин, у меня кончается плазменный патрон. А чё ты не берешься? О, охлаждающий этот. Это новые бутылки. Где я найду? Я уже не знаю. Уже... Почему не показали мне вот локацию, где она? Что там такое? Вот тут понятное дело, что вот сюда вот надо. Типа здесь, вот здесь вот, скорее всего. Блин. Мне же там еще задание надо сделать для местного. Вот че я тут хожу, брожу, блин. Вообще не знаю, что надо.
updated travel guidance for all Auntie's Choice staff presently stationed in Golden Ridge. The Department of Aggressive Acquisitions and Persons Elimination has issued new guidelines for those perambulating outside occupied areas during approved break or leave periods. Site Safety Officer Dignan Chow reports byways beset by groups of, quote, desperate, jittery, possibly chemically dazed outcasts turned to bushwhacking and barbarism, end quote. Personnel encountering parties from the aforesaid societal cast-offs are advised to shoot first, upsell products to later. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number.
Да не здесь
Assuming you
это
have
все, не
taste,
здесь.
you surely will as well.
That's you and there's no doubt. Gonna keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high and think with confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. You show that you cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and throw it. Liquidate 'em!
The only sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice.